Hey Steve, thanks for asking this question. It's a big topic of conversation. So instead of typing out a 500 word blog post, I figured I'd just make you a quick video. Um, so quick answers. Chat GPT is going to eliminate the need for super cheap, low level copywriters. Those types of copywriters that try to crank out 10 emails in 30 minutes, or that just copy paste templates over and over and over again. These are copywriters who write generic, flat, stale copy. ChatGPT does write better copy than what I've read from those types of copywriters. However, when it comes to mid-level or high-level copywriters, ChatGPT isn't gonna currently doesn't stand a chance. However, it is a really, really strong collaborator, and it creates a great starting point that good copywriters can use to help generate ideas. I was talking with a couple of my friends in the industry, and they were joking that they just got a promotion. They went from being a copywriter to being a copy chief, because now all of a sudden with ChatGPT, at their side, they have an in-house junior copywriter that they can feed prompts, and then whatever Chat GPT spits out, now it's our job to take it and make it much better. I've done this before. I have asked Chat GPT to write me a few headlines, and then I take the best of those and rewrite them and just play around with them. Sometimes I get nothing out of it, sometimes I do get some good ideas, but I would never prompt ChatGPT and then just copy paste that into an email or into an ad. It's just, the problem with it is that the best copywriting requires a creative mind. You have to be able to think creatively to write top level copy, which is why low level copywriters who are writing generic stuff that just falls flat, that sounds kind of spammy, that sounds really like something that was automatically generated or copy pasted. That's why that market is now quickly closing down, because why pay somebody to write that level of copy when you can have ChatGPT do it for you? It doesn't make any sense. But like I said, what ChatGPT cannot do is come up with creative ways of expressing things. So one of the things that separates great copy from mediocre or bad copy is that either it expresses a brand new idea, or secondly, it expresses an old idea in a brand new way. And that requires creativity. So I figured I would actually just demonstrate this. So I'm going to share my screen. I've got a couple of really, really amazing advertisements written by some of my favorite copywriters. I'm going to show you those in a second. But first, I'm going to show you what prompts I give to ChatGPT for similar products so that we can see those headlines, what the machine does, and then I'll show you what the human creative does. So let's start with, okay, ChatGPT, write me 5 headlines for a water filter kickstart. Yeah. All right, let's see what it does. These are really long headlines, by the way, way too long, but whatever. Okay, so let's say that you are an investor and you want to invest in a good old Kickstarter, and you come across this headline for a water filter. Introducing the most advanced water filtration system on the market. Our patented technology removes 99.9% of contaminants. I mean, who hasn't heard that before? Leaving you with crystal clear, healthy water. Say goodbye to costly and wasteful single-use plastic bottles. Our water filter is a sustainable solution for all your hydration needs. Yeah, these are just terrible headlines. But there are good ideas in here. So crystal clear water, healthy water, these are things that people want. But let me show you what the masters do when they write an ad for this. This is the headline for a water filtration Kickstarter written by the late Gary Halbert. Warning, do not read this unless you are already rich. If you would like to know how someone can start with a simple idea and then generate over $51 million in sales in just 1 year, this is going to be the most interesting message you will ever read. And then it goes into a story, a very long story. And you don't find out this is for a water filtration device until right about here. So roughly 2/3 through the advertisement, you don't even figure out what it is. But that's part of the art of copywriting, which is the fact that it's an art means that a machine isn't really going to be able to do it. Like, does if a machine generates an image, is that art? If a machine generates a series of audible sounds, is that music? I would say no. And it's because it's not creative. It requires a human mind to do those types of things. And it's the same with writing. And so great copy will sometimes start with something like, warning, do not read this unless you are already rich. This has nothing directly to do with water, with the filter, nothing. It's a hook designed to capture the people who are intended to read this, which is rich investors. And so let's try another one. Let's see. Maybe we can get something better here. Okay, so write me 5 headlines promoting a self-defense course. These are a little better, not so long. Okay, empower yourself with skills to defend against any attacker with our comprehensive self-defense course. Don't be a victim. I like that. Learn how to protect yourself and your loved ones with our expert-led self-defense course. Right? You can read through all of these if you want. But it's not really all that compelling. It's not extraordinary. It's not eye-catching. It's not oh shoot, like this is fascinating. I got to read this. But watch this. This is how the masters do it. World famous Street Fighter will give you a free gun just to prove he can take it away from you barehanded as easy as candy from a baby. ChatGPT is not going to come up with that. But that's the kind of hook that sells millions and millions and millions of dollars. I don't care how many prompts you feed into ChatGPT, you're not going to get something like that unless you go in and prompt ChatGPT, give me a headline for a self-defense course that involves disarming someone and make a funny remark about how easy it's going to be. But again, that requires a prompt. And the only way you're going to get a prompt like that is if you have a marketing mind sitting behind the keyboard inputting the prompt, which itself proves that ChatGPT doesn't take the job of a marketing mind. It only enhances a marketing mind. Yeah, so I think that's sufficient. I had one more example lined up, but I think that proves the point. So what is ChatGPT? It is now everybody's favorite junior copywriter. It is an amazing researcher. It just made every mid-level copywriter a copy chief. And depending on what you feed it, it can come out with some pretty interesting things. That's my thought on that. I'm actually going to include a couple of links with my comment. I've seen some really good explanations about the future of copywriting with ChatGPT. So that's it for now. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.